China's military is conducting unprecedented military drills near Taiwan in an open show of force. The enormous scale of the live-fire operations is intended to intimidate. And it comes as state-controlled Chinese media adopts a belligerent tone, warning the possibility of peaceful reunification with Taiwan was decreasing sharply. The escalating military activity is also a message aimed directly at the United States. The Chinese Communist Party mouthpiece Global Times declared on Monday in a piece by Beijing-based naval analyst Li Jia. The Concentrated People's Liberation Army (PLA) drills could serve as further warnings to Taiwan secessionists and the U.S. and show that the PLA is prepared and capable of effectively safeguarding national sovereignty and territorial integrity in all sea regions. The PLA drills are expected to be real combat-oriented, including how the maritime battle would flow, what kind of challenges might occur, and what actions the militaries of the island and the U.S. might take, added Li Jia. Taiwan secessionists and the U.S. should not have any illusion that their provocative actions hitting below the Chinese mainland's bottom line can succeed. Washington has responded to Beijing's high level of military activity by increasing the presence of its bombers and warships in the region. The Chinese People's Liberation Army (PLA) has announced 4 concentrated military drills across 3 major Chinese sea regions in the coming days, following a recent announcement of consecutive, realistic drills in the Taiwan Straits and at its north and south ends aimed at deterring Taiwan secessionists and the U.S., the Global Times states. All up, there are 6 overlapping Chinese military exercises currently underway in waters east of Qingdao, East China's Shandong Province, and Lianyungang, East China's Jiangsu Province. These will shift to the Bohai Sea early next month. The simultaneous military drills in 3 major Chinese sea regions mean the island of Taiwan will be hemmed in by PLA exercises from both the north and the south, the newspaper says. The drills are expected to hone in on the PLA troops' cross-regional joint combat capability. If military conflicts break out, they will not likely be restricted to one sea region, but interconnected, it quotes military experts as saying. The new exercises will be in the South China Sea, off the southeast coast of Hainan Island and Guangdong Province, next week. The PLA should not prepare for battle in just the East China Sea and the Taiwan Straits, but in all Chinese sea regions. The goal of these drills should be joint operations. Troops from northern, eastern and southern theater commands should be capable of cross-regional joint combat. Military analyst and CCP television authority Song Zhongping is cited as saying. The PLA's news service recently reported Senior Colonel Zhang Chunhui as saying the spate of drills was a necessary move responding to the current security situation in the Taiwan Straits and were meant to safeguard national sovereignty. Taiwan rejects Beijing's claim to sovereignty over the island democracy of some 22 million people. This has Beijing accusing it of being secessionist, despite the island never having surrendered to the Communist Party during the 1949 revolution. The PLA said the exercises were aimed at a certain major power that has been continuously making negative moves on the Taiwan question. It says the Trump administration has increased its links with the Taiwan Secessionist Authority, and the military drills were meant to send a warning. They are also a way of training Chinese forces for massive military operations. Washington is responding in kind. A series of long-range bomber sorties have been launched across the Indo-Pacific region. 2B-2 Spirit stealth bombers have deployed to the remote Indian Ocean island of Diego Garcia. These are exercising with Indian forces worried about Chinese advances on its Himalayan borders. Meanwhile, 4B-1B, Lancer, bombers and 4 F-15C, Eagle, fighters have been operating in the Western Pacific out of Japan. Our unique strength as an air force is our ability to generate integrated actions with our joint teammates and allies and partners to challenge competitors in a time and place of our choosing, U.S. Air Force spokesman General Ken Wilsbach said. The USAF bombers have been combining their operations with those of the U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan in the South China Sea. This has irked Beijing. The Global Times notes. Even after the PLA's drills in the Taiwan Straits, the U.S. continue to send warplanes and warships to the area, including the USS Mustin destroyer that sailed through the Taiwan Straits on Tuesday and multiple types of reconnaissance aircraft and B-1B bombers that flew near the island over the past week.